Okay, we're going to move around. We're going to work with the energy of the full moon. So not only will we see circles happening in our practice, we'll see cats happening in our practice. Yep. Um, we'll also work on balance. Okay, because sometimes the moon being so full and energetic can affect the way we balance. So let's go ahead and find mountain pose, starting with the feet. So we feel the feet rooted into the earth, hip width distance apart. And if you're ever wondering where's hip width for me, put your hands on your hip bones, point your fingers towards your feet, and look down. Your feet will be right underneath your fingers. That's your hip width distance apart. Okay, so we're going to uh, press through the big toe mounds, outer heel, inner heel, little toe mounds. Lift all 10 toes, spread them out, and bring them down. The feet are nice and big. We lift energy coming up into the legs. Your kneecaps actually start to lift into your thighs, and your hips are over your ankles. Your shoulders wind up over your hips, ears over shoulders, and palms face forward. And you're in mountain pose with the heart open, with the breath being able to move. So just focus on your breath right now. And smooth it out. So we're going for balanced breath here, equal inhale and exhale. And we're going to deepen it. We'll start with 4-4 and work our way up to 6-6. So let's go ahead and exhale, belly button to the spine, always in through the nose. Inhale for 4, 3, 2. Breath is going deep into the belly. 1. Now pause for a second, and then exhale for 4, starting from the belly, working up. 2, 1. Pause. We're going for 5. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And pause. And exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And pause. Going 6 now. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel your body getting bigger and bigger. 6, and pause and exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3. Even as we soften, we stay nice and upright. 1, and pause. Now do 6 again. Just count to yourself. Feel your body expand. And without collapsing, exhale for 6. Just soften, not collapse. And then bring your breath back to normal pace. We'll do a couple of circle breaths just to bring even more breath in. So soft knees and hips. Yeah, let's move around a little bit here. Take your feet slightly wider than hip width distance. Nice comfortable stance here. And then inhale, draw your arms up as high as you want. Make a big circle. Exhale, hands to heart. Then draw your fingertips up and make a big circle. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. And shake it out. So we started opening the shoulders here, right? Where we've got the breath moving. We're going to get the body moving. Feet little wider than hip width distance apart. The feet are nice and grounded. We're going to move in and out of chair. This is really going to build a lot of strength in the thighs. So hips back, heart stays lifted, arms come shoulder height. Now, if you think about it, you should be able to wiggle your toes here because your weight is behind you. And press through the feet and stand up. And let's take it back. So last week we were doing sit to stands in the chair. These are the same muscles that we're using here. Press through the feet, lift up. And one more time, chair. Your gaze is straight ahead. Your heart is lifted. Yep, arms are shoulder height. Good. Nice. And bring it up. All right, shake it out. We'll do our spinal sequence here. Okay, so your legs wide, slightly wider than hip width distance apart. We'll move into cats and cows. So I told you we're going to see some circles. The arms will be circling, but again, you take care of your shoulders here, right? You know how to do that. Bend your knees, put your hands on your thighs, exhale. So right now you're in cat. Inhale, arms up and back, open your heart for cow. Round forward cat, open cow. You do you, cats and cows, yep. Exhale, inhale, feel the breath moving. Feel your spine as it goes forward and back. The shoulders, the head and neck. What else is moving here? Are your hips and knees moving as well? Are your feet moving? Are they grounded? Just notice what's happening. And the next time you're rounded forward, your hands are on your thighs. Tuck your chin and slowly roll up to standing. Roll your shoulders back a few times and forward a few times. All right, now we're going to take our feet mat width distance apart with the toes turned out, mat width, and we start to open up the side body. So left hand down, right arm up, and we tilt to the left and switch, tilt right. Okay, you could be doing this, right? Keeping your arm in line with your shoulder, or you could have your arm up by your ear. We're just opening the side body, opening the side body. Tilting side to side. Now we're going to slow it down. So after you have gone right, come back to center. Take your right arm and start to tilt to the left. Make sure your right foot is still grounded here. Hold to the left. See if you can feel your rib, some space in between your rib and your hip here. Your shoulders are stacked. Now come on back. Take it slowly over to the left. There's space in between the rib and the hip. Shoulders are stacked. Right hand is just gentle on the right leg. And take it up. All right, we're going to add on. Take it over to the left to your, as extended as you can be here. Now float your left arm up. Press your left fingertips away. Keep your arms long as you lift up. Take your right arm down. Take it over to the right. Make sure your left foot is still connected to the earth. Float your right arm up. Press those fingertips away. Come on up and just shake it out. You can leave your feet right where they are, or you can just shake your legs out for a moment and then bring your feet back to mat width distance apart. Okay, we're going to start some twisting. So we just did the tilting. Now we're going to take the right hand to the left, left hand to the right. We're starting to rotate. The heels will probably come up as you rotate, reaching right and left, right and left. Now start to reach a little closer down toward the earth, just whatever range you're comfortable with. And then come on back up through center, and we'll start reaching up toward the sky. And then coming back. And now just let your hands just kind of wrap around your body. Let your arms wrap around as you move from side to side. And the next time your left arm is in front and your right arm is behind, turn your right toes to the right, bend your right knee, and just bow a little bit over your right leg. Sweep the arms around, turn your left toes to the left, right arm is in front, bend your left knee, and a nice little bow here. And take it up. Let's heel toe those feet together and shake it out. All right, so we're going to be coming down to the mat. Okay, I'll show you how to get there from down dog without even putting your knees down. Okay, so let's come to the top of the mat. Feet hip width. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, come into a swan dive. Take a half lift. Bring your fingertips down and step back to down dog. Remember, your dog, you could always have your hands on a chair or the wall instead. Wherever you are, see if you can pedal your feet. Bend one knee and then the other. Press your heels. Press one heel down and hold. Press the other heel down and hold. Now press both heels down and hold. So we're going to bring the knees almost to touch and then just sit off to the side. Did that work? That takes some arm strength, but sit off to the side and come into seated mountain pose. Yeah, Peggy, if you could move your camera down a little bit. There you go. Now I can see more of you than your ceiling. You're more attractive. All right, let's sit up nice and tall. Mountain pose here. Inhale and exhale. So when we're seated on the mat, we want to feel the sit bones even, pressure through the sit bones, and we want to feel the heels even. Okay? All right. Let's just take one nice deep breath, palms out, palms face up. Inhale up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And shake things out. Okay, now we are ready for some core work. Yay! So for core work, okay, so for core work, we're going to be making some circles. So just watch for a second. We're going to come down, left foot is down, right leg is up, and we're going to slowly circle that right leg in one direction. Our focus is keeping the core steady. And then we'll go the other direction, and then we'll do that on the left. All right, so come on down, hands by your side. That left leg is engaged here, okay? It's not just flopping around. The left foot is grounded. Take your right leg up, point the toe. We're going to start to make some small, tiny circles from the hip to the toe. What is your core doing right now? It's keeping you from falling to the side. Now start to make those circles a little larger. You're drawing circles on the ceiling. Now we're going to take it as large as possible without losing the connection of the left side on the mat. So out, around, and up. Out, around, and up. The core is actually working here, and the hip is getting a beautiful opening. Out, around, and up. And last time, and pause. Okay, wiggle your toes at me if you felt anything in your core. All right, good. All right, so staying grounded on the left, pointing that right foot, we're making tiny circles the other direction. Drawing circles on the ceiling, make them a little bigger. And now as large as possible, down, out, and up. Remember, the left leg and foot are active. They're not just hanging around. The left hip is staying connected to the mat, and that's where all of our core work is coming from. All right, take your right leg up, pause, hold on to your hamstring, bring your knee in, and just relax for a moment. While we're here, let's go ahead and point and flex the right foot. Circle the ankle, one direction and the other. Okay, we're moving to the left now. Right foot is down. The right leg and foot are active. Left leg comes straight up, point the toe. Tiny circles, one direction. And now make those circles larger. And big as possible, around and up, keeping that right side grounded. Yes. And hold the leg up. We're going the other direction, tiny circles, a little larger. And now as big as possible, the right side is still engaged. The right hip stays on the mat. You might even put your right hand on your right hip to help it stay down. And last time, hug your left knee in, hold on to your hamstring. You can feel your spine and your core relax now, right? Yeah, good. Okay, let's point and flex that left foot. And circle one direction and the other. And release. Okay, let your knees open and close. We're going to do a challenging move for our obliques. Okay, so it's bicycles. We're going to cross the arms over the chest. Traditionally, you probably see these with hands behind the head, but we're going to take the arms out of the equation by crossing them over the chest here. Okay, and let's start with the feet down. Just take your left shoulder toward the right. Roll up and down. Right shoulder toward the left. Roll up and down. So this is, let's do it one more time. Left shoulder to the right. Right shoulder to the left. That's bicycles with the feet down. Okay. Now let's try it with a leg extension. Left shoulder to the right, extend your left leg. We want that heel off the mat. Bring it in. Right shoulder to the left, extend your right leg. Bring it in. It's getting a little more challenging, right? Let's go left shoulder, left leg, and up, and right shoulder, right leg, and up. So that way works fine. You can feel that. You want to try it with two knees up, bring your knees up, roll up, right shoulder toward the left knee, just keep the legs where they are for now, and down, left shoulder toward right knee, and down, okay, right shoulder toward left knee, extend your right leg, and down, left shoulder toward right knee, extend the left leg, and down. All right, pick a version of that, either knees up or feet down, to do two more on each side. Wiggle your toes at me if that makes sense. So you're going to work with your feet down like we did at first, or your knees up like we did second. Cross the arms. We'll start right shoulder to left knee, extend the right leg, and in. Left shoulder to right knee, extend the left leg, and in. One more time each side. One, and in, and other side, and in. Hug your knees in, and massage your spine a little bit. Bring your feet to the mat and just let your knees gently open and close, little butterfly wings here. Inhale and exhale. Great. So let's work on the hips now. We're going to take the right ankle across the left thigh, flex your right foot. So this is a basic figure 4 pigeon position. We're going to be moving this around. Put your hands down by your side to start with. Now lift both legs in towards you. Oh, you feel that right hip? Tap the toes down. Lift, just those will be just your left toes, right? So lift your legs towards you, tap your left toes down. We're staying in this figure 4 and tap down. Lift and tap down. Now lift, put your hands on your shin. Your right foot is flexed and let your legs go side to side. So your hips will move here too. Your legs are going side to side. Getting a little spinal massage here. And come back to center and see about making a circle with the legs. Then pause and circle the other way. Now bring your left foot down, cross your right leg over the left as much as possible. It could be tight, it could be looser, okay? And just take your left hand outside of your right leg, extend your right arm out, and let your right knee come over to the left. You're going to feel a really nice deep stretch in the side leg here, your IT band. Take your gaze past your right fingertips. Come back to center and release. Raise a leg if you're ready to go to the other side. If that all made sense, everything's good to go. Left ankle over right thigh, hands by your side. We start by drawing the legs in and tap the right toes down. So we're going up and in, tap down. Opening up the left hip now. Now draw your legs in and put 2 hands on your shin. Flex your left foot if it isn't already, and take your legs side to side. So the hip is a ball and socket joint that moves in many, many directions, and that's what we're doing here. Come back to center. Now we're going to circle around. So make circles with your legs. You're still in your figure 4, pigeon position. And then pause and circle the other way. Now bring your right foot down. Let your left leg slide as much as it will over the right. Take your right hand, put it outside your left thigh. Extend your left arm out from the shoulder and let your knees drop to the right as you turn your gaze to the left. So you're probably not going to touch the floor here with the legs. That's fine. Just work on that opening in the outside of the left leg, that IT band. Oh yeah, come on back to center. Unwind the legs, bring your feet to the mat, gently open and close. Okay, so we're going to be coming up to downward facing dog. You can use the chair to help you up if you want, or just roll over to your side, bring your hands down, and start to lift into down dog. Inhale and exhale. Lengthen the spine. And then start to walk your feet toward your hands. When you get there, your hands might be on a chair, they might not. Bring your hands to your thighs. Shine your heart forward, half lift. Slide your hands down your legs, ground through the feet. Exhale. And as you inhale, arms are light as a feather. They float up. Palms touch. And hands come to heart center. And release. Okay, so it is full moon and we do want to work on our balance. You can have the chair right nearby for just a little extra feeling of security. We're going to work on sun and moon. All right, so let's find the feet hip width distance, grounding through the feet, lift the toes, spread them out. The feet are big here. And then we take our gaze towards something that isn't moving. So that's called drishti, steady gaze. Now we're just going to take a nice deep inhale through the nose and exhale. Yes, if you know it, go straight for it. Okay, here we go. Right heel up, right knee. See how the body feels about balancing. And release. And try it on the left. I'm glad you're doing it at your own pace there. I'm really glad. Okay, we lift the left knee. Keep the gaze steady. And release. All right. Now everybody knows this one. Right knee, left arm. Full sun and moon. And release. Left knee, right arm. If you feel like staying in sun and moon longer than I say, then please just go ahead and do that. And if you fall out, come back up and release. All right, so you may have one side that's being a little more cooperative than the other. If you're being challenged by the sun and moon right now, just go ahead and do right side, left side the way we just did. If you're looking for a little more of a challenge, then follow me. Okay, we're coming into sun and moon. Right knee, left arm. Now we're going to take both arms out by the side and extend that right leg. Now bend the knee, left arm up, right arm down. Supposed to be a challenge, right? And release. Okay, we want to do that on the left. Come into sun and moon. You could stay right here. You could take your arms out. You could extend your left leg. Come back, right arm up, left fingertips down. And release when you're ready. All right. So did you guys get a challenge in your sun and moon? A little bit of a challenge somewhere? By adding motion, it makes things more challenging, right? So let's shake things out. Now we're going to do a balancing warrior 2. So we need to be wide on the mat. You may want to turn your mat if you still want to face the same way, or just turn yourself. We want the legs wide for warrior 2. And turn your right toes to the right, left toes in at an angle. Hips are level, right? The pelvis is a straight line. The back hip isn't jutting up. And then your right foot, all 4 corners of your foot are grounded. Your left foot, the outer edge of your left foot is pressing down into the mat. So you have an arch in your left foot. Bend your right knee, it's over the right ankle, and then take your shoulders back over your hips. Extend your arms. Here we are in warrior 2. So we're very balanced here. The feet are connected to the earth. The lower body is in good connection with the earth, and the upper body is light. We're reaching up through the crown of the head and down through the feet. Inhale, and exhale. Now we'll straighten the front leg, bring the hands to the heart and look center, and open back up into warrior two. So notice what's happening with your balance, how you're feeling as you come back to warrior two and then back to center, legs straight, open back, warrior two, center, and one more time, warrior two. Arms look excellent, good. We're gazing past the right fingertips here. Now bring your hands to your hips, turn your toes forward and put your index fingers right in those hip creases. Okay, so your toes are forward, your index fingers are in the hip creases. The spine stays long. Keep your hips over your ankles and start to come forward. If you decide you want to stop with your head higher than your heart, then you do that. If you want to come halfway, then you do that. If you want to go deeper, then you do that. Okay, we're keeping the hips over the heels here. And you'll know that's happening with your feet being grounded, right? If your hips are way back here, your toes will be light, and we want the hips over the heels. Now come halfway up from wherever you are. Take a breath, press through the feet, and come the rest of the way up. Let's heel toe the legs together and shake things out. Give the legs a little break here. Coming back to wide. This time the left toes are forward, right foot's in at an angle. Grounded through the left foot. Outer edge of the right foot is pressing into the mat. Left knee bends. The left knee winds up right over the left ankle. It's also tracking right through the center of the left foot. Hips are level, shoulders over hips, arms out. We're in warrior two. Moving to center, straighten your front leg, hands to the heart. Open back up. Center and open. Center and open. This might require more patience than anything else sometimes, right? That's another reason we do warrior two. Take your gaze past your left fingertips. Bring your hands to your heart, turn all 10 toes forward. Remember where your hip creases were. They're still in the same place. We're going to long spine, hips over, ankles, fold forward as far as you want to go. Okay? And then extend your arms by your ears. And from wherever you are, lift up halfway with your arms still extended. Press through the feet, lift up the rest of the way with your arms still extended. It's a kind of a different experience. Bring your hands to your hips and heel toe your feet together. All right, let's shake out those legs. Everybody feeling jiggy? Feeling good? Okay, we're going to, Becky, do you have a chair? Do you have a chair? Okay. No, that won't work. Okay, we'll finish up on the mat then. Yeah, let's just come down to the mat. That was just an option to finish in the chair. So come to the top of your mat. Scan your body from head to toe. See if anything's feeling like it needs a little movement. Find mountain pose. And same way we did it the first time, we're going to sweep the arms up. Inhale, exhale into a swan dive. Hands to the thighs, take a half lift. shining the heart forward, bringing the fingertips down, step back to down dog. And then as gently as possible, come to seated mountain pose. All right. Now we're going to shake the legs out, shake the wrists out, keeping a very soft posture. Do 2 forward folds. So just a gentle lift up of the arms. They don't have to go far. And a gentle melt over the legs. Roll your hands up your thighs. And another gentle lift up of the arms and a gentle melt into a forward fold. And bring it down. We're going to bend the knees and come down. All right, so our finishing poses that we're going to do are going to feel really good for the back. We're going to continue opening the hips. We're going to make sure the neck is happy and even the fingers, okay? So we have 2 feet on the mat, and let's just let the knees open and close a little bit. Just butterfly them. Now draw your right knee in and hold on to either your shin or your hamstring. And extend the left leg any amount. It may go really straight, it may stay very bent, anywhere in between. All right, bring your left foot down, bring your right foot down, bring your left knee in, hold on to your shin or hamstring here. You can feel the left hip releasing already, right? Now extend your right leg any amount. Bring the right foot in, bring the left foot down. Okay, now we're going to extend both legs, extend the arms overhead, take a nice inhale, and then exhale, draw the knees in and put your hands under your knees. Okay, both knees are in, the hands are under the knees. Let your knees come away from the body. Your legs are about hip width distance apart. They could even be wider if that's more comfortable. We want the knees away from the body, and we can feel now as we rock side to side, a nice massage pretty low on the spine here. All right, and now come back to center, and we're going to come into happy baby. Either grab hold of your feet if you do happy baby that way, with your feet flexed and facing up toward the ceiling, or keep your hands on your hamstrings, flex your feet, and point them up toward the ceiling like you're going to put footprints on the ceiling. So either way, happy baby. Your hips are more lifted than they just were when we did that other move. And now we're going to rock side to side and massage a different part of the spine. Good. Come back to center and release. Bring your knees into your chest and put your hands on your knees. Now we're going to make circles with the spine. Your hands stay on your knees. Press the knees away. Take both knees to the right, into your chest and to the left. Again, press away to the right, in and left. Okay, you can feel that circular movement here. Press away, circle. Now, the next time your knees are in, hold them in. We circle one way, we have to circle the other way. So press the knees away. Now to the left, in, to the right. So we're circling in the opposite direction. And the next time your knees are in, hold them in. Bring your feet down. Bring your hands down by your side. Go ahead and butterfly your knees. And then let's bend at the elbows and extend the fingers and wiggle into a gentle fist. Extend and wiggle. Rotate the wrists one direction and the other. Yes, hands by your side. Now let your head turn side to side. And then come back to center and scan your body from head to toe. See if anything feels like it needs to move or realign as you find a comfortable place to be for final relaxation. Okay, so we just want the body to connect with the earth. We want the earth to support us. Your knees might be bent, your legs might be straight, whatever's more comfortable for you and your spine. Traditionally, the eyes are closed, but if you'd rather just defocus, you can do that. Hands by your side, a few inches away from the hips. And when you feel like you're in a spot where you can just be for a few moments, take a nice inhale through the nose and slowly exhale. Release your body onto the earth and just be in your final relaxation. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Gently bring movement back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Take a nice deep inhale. Stretch things out. And then as you exhale, draw everything in. Give yourself a hug. Find your way over to a side. And back up to a nice, easy seat. As you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.